Welcome to the Halfway to Middle Age podcast. Uncle Vernon, and this fine gent is
I'm J-Bone. Uncle Vernon?
okay.
You're
I
getting that classy on me?
I'm classing the show up a little bit. That's what I'm gonna do. Actually, I have Sour Patch Kids in my teeth, so I'm not very.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as you're saying you're classing the show, one big chunk came across the tooth.
I was like, I'm not gonna eat. I just brushed my teeth, and then I grabbed a handful of Sour Patch Kids. So
I've done that before.
I have no self-control. So what I will say is, even though we are way over the threshold to be monetized, our poor language has put us in the bit of the doghouse, bit of a pickle. So this is going to be something new, very difficult for this old man. But I'm going to try not to curse this entire episode. If I do, it's not going to be the big F-bomb. Okay?
Yeah, what are the rules? Is like crap the maximum curse?
I don't
Or
think
is
that, but I think, the sex talk, you know.
I don't think they like to hear that.
They don't like that. We used to get bombed on here. They don't like that. So there's a couple
They-
things.
They're all, they make sense.
Pretty valid. Pretty valid points. So
Yeah,
today, I know you got a message from my wife, but nobody else heard it, that I encountered some snakes today. So I'll tell you the whole story. So
I would
I
love to hear how this went down.
went into the shed. I saw an enormous snake skin.
Mm-mm,
Enormous.
I'm out.
Take a picture of the snake skin. I send it to my buddy Joe. He was terrified of snakes. I said, I know I shouldn't go in here, but I'm gonna go in. I didn't see
That's
anything. So I'm going in, and then pick something up, and I see this monster, humongously thick snake. And it's right by my foot and kind of lunges towards me because I think I startled it. I think we could probably have a friendship, but I think I scared him a little bit. I'm like, whatever. I'm trying to like shoo him out of there, but he goes underneath the boxes. I can't see him, so I figured no harm, no foul. So I keep on cleaning because I need to.
No, that's not how things
Yeah.
work.
I couldn't see him. He wasn't bothering me. So I let him go.
There are rattlesnakes that are under that shit sometimes.
I let him go behind to the boxes. So then, because I had the snake in my head, anytime anything touched my leg or arm, I thought it was, even if it was up on my neck, I thought it was
Yeah. No, I do this. I do the
really
same thing.
jumpy. I'm really scared, whatever. But I get the truck loaded. I have a box spring, Christmas stuff, and just random things. I get to the dump. I'm taking everything out. I'm on the back of the truck. I'm throwing things out. When I notice not one, but two copperheads in the bed of my truck. So, without thinking, I do a jump that I don't know how I landed on my feet, but I know I screamed because I was terrified. I jumped off the truck and I started to like pace back and forth. So when I'm doing this, I'm like, oh God, I don't know how I'm going to get these things out of the back of my truck. Because now at this point, they are crisscrossing. You could see they're starting to panic. They don't really know what's going on. They're trying to get into one of the holes in my electric thing, and he starts to get his head, and I'm like, nope, nope, nope. So I'm like trying to get the broom to get him out of there. And I'm like, if he gets inside of my truck panel, that's a problem for me. So as I'm doing this,
Light it on fire.
I hear this guy come over the speaker, and he at the dump, and he
Ah,
saw me on the video, and I probably made a fool of myself. So scream. I'm probably gonna be on America's Funniest Home Videos.
I think we cut out for a second. I think yours recorded it though, so
Oh, okay, you in there?
yeah.
Yeah,
We just switched Wi-Fi's not too long ago, so
Wi-Fi. Anyway, so the guy's coming over, and I could hear on his walkie-talkie, the guy's like, "Don't let him take that effing snake out," because he could probably see the whole thing. And I told him, I was like, "Buddy, if I can't go home to my wife with these snakes.
yeah.
I have to get them out of the back of my." He's like, whatever, just get them out. So I'm in the back, like hanging over the side of there, trying to get it. And every time I'm trying to like brush it out and get it out, it's like biting the thing. And then it's getting into the fighting pose. And all I'm trying to do is just like get this thing off the back of the truck. Cause I'm like, I don't understand. I can't have you guys. I know you want to stay, but
Yeah.
so anyway, I eventually was able to sweep them off into the garbage pile. So I don't know. And the guy was like, "Oh man, those are copperheads." I was like, "I'm sorry, buddy." He goes, "I don't blame you. I wouldn't have taken those things home either." He goes, "They'll get out eventually." So that's how I started my day with that. And that started
I'm
because I did put like two totes that I filled manually. in the back seat of my truck. So then I kept thinking like, oh God, maybe they were in that. And every time I would like think about it, I would think like if a snake comes up on my neck or my back while I'm driving, I might die. Like I don't know how.
Well, if it's a copperhead, you're definitely gonna die because either
I'm
it's gonna
talking
bite you
about
and
the
you
people
crash,
and me
you
for,
see it and you crash,
yeah, I'm crashing. So
or it bites you, you don't crash, and you die from poison.
I think this is one of those stories, though, it's like a fish, it's going to be like, a fish story. I would tell this for years every time that it got bigger, every time it got closer
Yeah,
to hitting me, every time it was a little bit more poisonous. But, for now,
yeah.
I was able to,
Eventually, it's gonna be like a cobra that was wrapped around your leg.
but I was able to get away. So that shed where they're in and under, she going because the wife said it's gone. So that's it.
Yeah, I recommended in the thread that she just lights it on fire.
That's it, man. That's it. So I then took the pallets that I had and started the fire today because I was trying to clean up the yard. And it got so darn high that it actually caught my tree branches on fire. And I was like, oh man, I think that I might have to call the fire department. Luckily, they went out pretty quick, but I was getting a little terrified that I was going to set a whole forest fire. So
Yep. So like you could have totally because everything in that section is dead.
yeah,
They're all dead
dead and
trees.
severely dry, and everything was just catching and it took very little to start a fire today.
Man, this is quite the day for you, huh?
Yeah, no, it was a really, really quite the doozy. So Snake Day, not monetized, got that. No F-bomb challenge. So far, I think we're about 4 minutes in, and I'm doing a pretty freaking good job, I must say.
I think, yeah.
We have
You know
not,
what I found out today?
what's that?
So there, I didn't know this existed. You could look up the Google Trends.
Hmm.
Did you know that?
Yep. I do it every
Like
show.
you could look up top searches.
Uh-huh.
Like there's a trends page.
Yeah.
It tells you how many times that thing was searched for and
I don't go that deep into the numbers, but I do the Google trend and then I try to find out like what we should be talking about. Let me guess. Donald Trump, Charlie Kirk. Because every time
I
I
did it for the last, if you do it for the last week, then yeah, but for the last 48 hours, they're not even in it.
hmm
It's actually it's an interesting spread.
hmm
There's number one is Jimmy Kimmel. I
hmm
think we could all assume that makes sense.
That's pretty new. Yep, pretty big news.
But number six is National Cheeseburger Day 2025. The number six search thing on Google for the last 48 hours.
Which begs the question, did you have a cheeseburger today?
No,
Oh man.
I actually got Taco Bell.
Really?
Hmm.
Could I then segue this to the blind ranking because it actually relates to this question.
Yeah, I just got to say this one thing though.
Sorry.
Taco Bell, pretty good. I was craving it for a minute. I really wanted it. They opened up a new Taco Bell a
Hmm.
few blocks away from my house.
Yeah.
I go there the first time because I was like, okay, I'm craving it. Let's go get it. I get to the drive-through window and they told me 45 minutes to an hour to wait for food because they're so backed up on mobile orders.
Wow.
And to that, I just wanted to be like, why can't you just make mine too?
Exactly.
Like, just do mine right now.
You can go to a
I'm
famous
here.
restaurant and not wait 45 minutes for your food.
Yeah. So then I didn't get it. I went home and I made my own dinner.
Hmm.
Went again a couple days ago. I get there. They tell me half hour to 45-minute wait because they ran out of food.
Okay. I mean, they need to have a better plan. I mean, it's
Yeah.
Taco Bell. This isn't some mom and pop taco joint that's like didn't order enough ground beef for the day. I mean, they got.
Not only is it like okay, it's a new Taco Bell, but it's not. It's just the Taco Bell that was a few blocks down the street,
Mhm.
some money and opened up a bigger taco. It's one of the biggest fast food places I've ever seen in my life.
Mm,
It's like a warehouse.
that's crazy.
I think they spent all their money on building that thing and they
How
have no
did
money
you
for
how
their
did
food.
you eventually get your food?
I went today
They were all good.
and we were set. They
Oh,
figured it out, I guess.
that's crazy. Do you think there's something in certain foods like Taco Bell or fast food that when you see like the sign or something that just goes in your head and you're like, oh yeah, I think I am craving that right now.
Yeah.
I think about
And the
sushi,
worst
and
part,
when I put it, if I put sushi in my brain in the morning, I almost have to eat it for lunch because I've thought about it
Mhm.
for a couple hours and I'm like, so
Yeah.
I get it. I'm not a big Taco Bell guy. I don't dislike it, but I would never go out of my way to get it. But when I eat it, I'm like, yeah, no, it's good.
But like obviously how we live, there's like five stoplights.
Yeah,
In my 3 mile drive to campus, I go through 27 stoplights.
that's crazy. So what does a meal at Taco Bell for you cost, if you don't mind my asking?
Well, I got two soft tacos
Hmm.
and two hard tacos, and it was like $10.
What do you go with first? You do a mix, hard,
I go
soft.
back and forth. I go soft, hard,
Yeah, it's tacos, people. It's tacos. Get your mind out of the.
hard shell, soft shell, hard shell, soft shell.
No sauces on it, right? No mild, nothing.
I mean, I don't mind hot sauce. It just gives me even worse heartburn than Taco Bell already does. So,
I haven't had heartburn in a while. Knock on this particle board for that one. Yeah, so that's a good segue because I was gonna do blind ranking. These are foods that you're never going to eat again. So I think that if it's number one, that means that you definitely don't want that to be a food that you would never eat again. I think that would be like,
so number one is least,
yeah,
like, I would least want to get rid of it.
yep. The first one, and these are general, these are not specific. It's pizza.
Not a category,
Yep.
not a category.
Yep. And not like, where's the pizza coming from? Is it frozen? Is it pizza? No, just pizza. Any pizza.
Pizza. Yeah. So I'm gonna put that at two.
Cheeseburger.
Mm. I'm gonna put it at four because I'm really not that much of a burger guy. Like I'll eat one, but like
Hmm.
I'm also not. I don't love a burger all the time.
Tacos.
Fuck. What else could you put on this list? I don't know if there's much. I'll put it at one.
Spaghetti.
Now, is spaghetti like, are we going all pasta?
I'm just gonna do spaghetti because I did say it was, I can't then say it's every sauce. So we'll just go marinara.
So like pasta and marinara sauce.
Mhm.
Okay. What do I have left? Five and three?
Mhm.
I'll put that at three.
You did good. Hot dog. I think you're gonna put hot dog at five.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. If I were gonna do it, I don't know. I do like a good spaghetti with my Italian dinners when I go out, but cheese.
Yeah, but I could make do with other
I'll go burger
sauces.
one, pizza two, spaghetti, taco, hot dog.
What? Taco four?
I just don't, I mean, I like it, but
I definitely like a taco more than I like a cheeseburger.
I do think about food in different ways. In my head, it's like, how much do I like the food? How much does it cost? How easy and accessible is it? How long will I have to wait in order to get it? So like if I'm already in fast food mindset for tacos, then or for lunch, I'm not going to get Taco Bell over say Wendy's or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
But I do
Fast food, I get
things
that.
like, and then if I go to a Mexican restaurant, I don't get tacos. I like all the other stuff way too much to get tacos.
Mmm. See, like
And
my thing is the
a hot
tacos.
dog can basically, that can, unless you put a good,
I do like a hot dog.
it's quick and it's easy. Sometimes it really hits, but I could do away with it, I think.
Like if I'm at a barbecue and they're making burgers and hot dogs, but I can only have one,
What are you
it's
doing?
probably like it's probably like 6 out of 10 times I'm choosing a hot dog.
Are you curious at all the type of hot dog or a hamburger, cheese, like the patties? Are you trying to look and see what if they're breaking out the Oscar Mayer, the store brand?
Yeah, I take a peek.
Yeah,
For burgers more than hot dogs, because hot dog it's like how pure could a hot dog be?
yeah,
But like
exactly.
for a burger, if you're whipping out the bubble, if I see that brown box,
Yeah,
I'm probably gonna get a hot dog.
yeah. But what if you see a turkey burger?
I'm getting a hot dog.
There you go. I'll tell you, I think a hot dog smells really good. Like even when
Except you burp it up all day.
yeah, I went to the Savannah Bananas game, which was incredible. I highly suggest anybody, if you can get tickets, go. I was lucky that a very, very good friend invited me to go, so I was able to ride his coattails there, and it was awesome. I would love to see the game again, but
Yeah, no, it does sound fun.
I asked him on the way down what he was looking forward to eating, and he was looking forward to a stadium dog. And I was like, they smell good. I feel like that's like, the good old American thing to do, go to a ball game, grab a hot dog. But I waited in
Yeah,
the Philly cheesesteak line for about 45 minutes. And I'll tell you why,
you
because
missed a lot.
waiting in it. And then I thought I was getting close to getting my sandwich. And then somebody in front of me told me, "Oh, did you go to the other line and pay for it first? And then you got to get back in the line," which I didn't know. So I was getting a little bit furious about it. And then I was like pretty close to the front and they're like, "Well, if whoever wants just the one with the cheese without the onions and mushrooms on it." I was like, "I've waited this long. I'm gonna hold out for the whole thing." So
Oh man, that would have been perfect for me.
yeah. But I enjoyed the crap out of that sandwich. I enjoyed the crap out of the Savannah Bananas. I mean, what a racket. I mean, their merch was like crazy. People were buying stuff left and right. Sold out
Was
Yankee.
it expensive?
I mean, I got Andrew a jersey for $65. So I mean,
That doesn't sound bad.
no, wasn't bad for a kid
The
shoe.
tickets a lot?
The tickets, I don't know what Justin wouldn't let me give him any money for it, so I don't know what they.
Uh,
So I picked up, what I could to try to offset that. But yeah, I don't know. I have no clue. I know they're really hard to get because you have to be like on a waiting list or like in a
oh really?
yeah. So people I know have been on
Wow.
a waiting list for like 5 years to get the tickets. So they
5 years?
they sold Yankee Stadium out 2 days in a row, 49,000 seats to watch a game with a 2 hour time limit and all these different rules. And it was
That's
great.
crazy.
I really, really enjoyed it. I got to see Joe Torre. I got to see, I think his name is Michael Key from Key and Peele. I got to see Big Time Rush come out and sing, so that was really cool. That singer from Hamilton, what was his name? The I thought you said his name the other day when I mentioned Hamilton.
I don't know. I know who he is. He's the guy who wrote it.
Yeah, the guy who wrote it.
He wrote everything from Moana and
Yeah,
some other Disney movies.
doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Like how long into it? Because if you do that, you're famous in your circles, and I'm not taking anything. I'm sure millions of people know who he is, but he's not, mainstream, probably famous. Where if you seen him, you'd be like, I know this guy. So if you were him,
No, he's definitely.
he is.
Oh yeah, he has a following large enough for people to be like, "Holy shit, that's him."
Yeah, I mean, he has
If you're a Hamilton fan, like you'll spot like he could have just passed by a window and I swear they'll be like, "Holy shit, holy crap, that was."
yeah, but let's just say that he
Yeah.
wasn't that famous, but he did Moana, did whatever. How deep into meeting somebody new until you brought it up? Because for me, it'd be pretty quick. I'd be like, "Hey, my name is blah blah blah. Your kids ever see Moana? I wrote it. That's it." Like I would make sure that people knew what I did.
So you're saying that you're not famous enough to have people come up to you all the
Yeah, this
time.
guy obviously isn't a good example, but so let's say that he wasn't, but he did really great things, but he's not really like you don't
But
really.
like nobody really knows who he is or like what he's done.
Yeah, and I have like a really severe case of inferiority complex, so I know I probably wear the shirt. You know what I mean? That says it. For me, anything great that I do, people are gonna know about it immediately. Good news is I haven't done anything great yet, except for my wife and kids, but I get them on a shirt, probably looks a little weird. My point is, if I did write Moana, I would
You know,
probably
I'd probably it would have to come up in conversation somewhat naturally though. I'm not just like dropping it
but
though.
what if you just start talking about The Rock? And they're like, "Oh, The Rock, I like him." Oh, you ever see his
I would be like, I've met The Rock. I
Yeah,
wrote
yeah,
I wrote
exactly.
the songs for
You
Moana.
get it, you get The
Like
Rock, and the next thing you know, I wrote the song.
yeah.
Kind of a
Like
big
if there's a close connection, I'm like if even somewhat stretching of a connection, I'm probably gonna drop that information.
deal.
But if you're just like, yeah, I went to the grocery store today, I'm like, did you also know I wrote Moana? Like, I'm not gonna do that.
Probably would. I'm probably just.
So when I was looking through this Google Trends thing,
Mm,
I did one for just today, and there was a spike not too long ago today in the Meta glasses.
Oh yeah, my nephew actually said they're coming out with a new features and new meta glasses. So I mean,
So
I have them and I never
it's
wear
their
them.
AI glasses
Hmm.
from Meta, and it lets you like basically you could be wearing these normal glasses, and you could do things like it'll walk you step by step through a recipe, and it'll read the instructions out loud.
Think you
You
got
could
it?
like answer calls, you could send text through it,
Yeah,
and like it has a thing where it tracks your wrist, so you could like with a few hand motions you can decide what you want to do.
nice.
But today they had a keynote presentation over in Connecticut. Like
Mm,
these news posts were like only dated an hour ago. It tanked. They
really,
did a live presentation and it sucked.
I'm not impressed with the old ones, so I can't imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, I
These
don't.
are $800 glasses, mind you.
That is crazy.
They went up, the AI wasn't listening. It wasn't responding to basic questions.
That's bad.
They were trying to show how it could receive calls and he would say answer and the thing would decline the call like it was like it flopped.
That is funny.
And they get up and they're like bad Wi-Fi, I guess,
Yeah,
and that's what
yeah,
they
got bad connection. Like you told me earlier, got a new Wi-Fi. It's got to be it, you know.
yeah.
Put the
Like
girder into the yeah, I don't know. It's just not gonna work, man. That's
but
funny.
that was followed with a bunch of stock searches.
Oh, really? That
Facebook stock, um, and then like some other stock. I don't even know what company it
must be
is. I don't
searching
think it's
for
related.
Buffalo Bills must be high up there, right? They're playing tonight. They are too.
It is for the past 24 hours, it is number two.
They are playing the old Miami Dolphins, I believe. They really knocked the
Yep.
tar out of the New York Jets last week.
Huh.
I mean, come on.
Oh, that reminds me. I was watching, I guess someone's doing this thing where they're miking up the sideline and
Hmm.
they've post a video each week. So they did mic'd up week one, mic'd up week two. It's pretty funny.
Is it?
It's pretty funny to watch, yeah.
Yeah, I've
But
seen
that
those.
that Bengals game where Joe Burrow went out halfway, that was I mean, there was actually a lot of good games this week. Did you?
Yeah, I mean, I played some DraftKings, and you can't win when Russell Wilson's throwing like 5,000 yards, and like that would have been the lineup to have if you stacked him on Malik Neighbors, and
Yeah.
we didn't have any of those guys. So I'm just watching like my weekly fantasy team going down the drain, my best ball team going down the drain, my DraftKings $100 lineup going down the drain, and
I
then.
think there's been a couple of games where like nobody would have there's no way anyone could have guessed what was going to happen.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure people took Russell Wilson, thought off that first game he'd rebound, but I certainly didn't. I actually took Justin Fields because I figured they'd be down and I figured he'd have to throw the ball. So I stacked Justin Wilson, Garrett Wilson, just
Mm.
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields.
Yeah. And that got me absolutely nowhere. So it was awful. But
It's actually a cool like point of view to watch like to watch from that point of view of the field, like listening to them through the game.
yeah,
'Cause like it's full clip, so it's the sideline and it's highlights from everyone's whole game. It's like a 35-minute video.
that's cool. I gotta check.
But I had no idea what turf toe was.
It's
Like you
bad.
said, like,
It
oh,
doesn't sound
you
that
told
bad,
me,
but
like,
it is. Yeah.
it's bad.
Yeah, like
You
for
were
a
like, oh,
ligament.
he got turf toe, and I was like, oh, that sucks. He keeps getting hurt. But then I was like thinking, like, what? You like get like
Yeah.
like it's like turf burn, like you got a little rug burn. Looked it up. It's way worse. Do you know what it is?
I know he tore like tendons. I don't really know
Yeah.
exactly what.
How it happens is when your toe goes so far back this way, you tear tendons down here. So you need surgery to fix it.
I don't know how long he's gonna be out. Do you?
People are saying, and when I say people, I mean like three TikToks I saw.
Yeah.
Are like he's gonna be the next Andrew Luck. He's gonna retire early.
That's everything. It's always, oh, people are saying, and it's like four people, but it's a,
Yeah, I do that all the time. I say I read it was a Instagram
oh yeah,
reel. If
I read
I
this
said
whole
I
thing.
saw it was
My
TikTok.
diet's great, and I just read like a headline in the newspaper. It's like I didn't even read.
Yeah.
So I do the same thing. But yeah, and then McCarthy's out for the Vikings for a couple weeks. So my
Oh,
just
I didn't even see that.
yeah, he got hurt too. So pretty rough week on the kid. Well, I guess I'm not a kid, but you know, I will say saw Adam Sandler. Incredible. His friends were there, Rob Schneider, Kevin Nealon, the guy that always does has the crazy eyes. He's in all the movies. He's been in Waterboy.
Oh,
Yeah, he always like has one eye that's like he's like he's
Rob
yeah.
Schneider?
No. But Rob Schneider had said something a couple things really funny. You know who I'm talking about. He has like a crazy voice. He's in like all of his movies. He was like the hype guy to get him going. But Rob Schneider was talking about he was like, "Yeah, Adam, I've been in so many of his movies. He loves me, or maybe he hates me. I'm not really sure because every movie he gets super hot wives and I'm like you can do it." He's like, and he goes, I'm always playing like this weird, crazy character, and he's always got a smoking hot wife. So he's like, I'm not sure if he likes me or he hates me, but he keeps putting me in the movies.
That is funny.
Yeah, and he was like, oh, the United States is the greatest place to be fat. He goes, because you could be looking at yourself and you're like, God damn, I really let myself go. Whew, I should really do something. And he goes, you got to wait 3 minutes for somebody bigger than you walks by, and you go, whew, at least I don't look like him. All right, I guess. He said that he was just talking about it. It was funny. Kevin
Yeah,
Nealon came
I
out.
tried to.
Yeah, he was fun. Very.
Sorry, no.
Yeah.
I tried to be proactive the other day, and I needed some tomato sauce from the store that's a few blocks away.
Yeah.
So I go, you know what? It's nice outside. I don't got nothing to do today. I'm gonna jog to the store for this tomato sauce instead of driving.
Uh-huh.
It's like
You wanted to
a
jump
half a.
with a jar of tomato sauce?
I could just toss it into my sweatshirt pocket.
Yeah, that won't be uncomfortable banging around while you're running.
It's a half a mile there, half a mile back.
Literally decide to run, and that's what you're gonna run to the grocery store?
Yeah, I decided this was gonna be like, see where I'm at, see if I should even try on the treadmill. I'm gonna tell you right now, I am not going into a public gym running until I got what I had back because Jesus Christ, I ran like what felt like 4 steps and proceeded to want to die,
Yeah. Yeah, running got you.
hyperventilating.
And
I'm
now
walking
like
into the store, I'm all wet, I'm all red and sweaty. I was like,
and now you
oh
gotta
my
walk
God, I
back with
really
a
lost what
giant
I
a
got.
giant container of ragu. I mean, it's not a good plan you had, guy.
I mean, we're not talking about a giant container. It's like this big.
You picked up a big damn container of sauce. I mean, this whole running plan you had, it sucks. And you probably went out too fast. You got to know your pace when you're out there running. 47 years old. I've been running. I've been running a lot again the last 3 weeks. Everyone still is hard. It's getting harder to get back into running. I could understand that, but I never once thought like, let me run to the store.
Where else am I gonna run to?
I don't know. Just get out and run for some exercise. Throw the
It
puck
makes it
out.
easier when you have a task you have to do anyway.
You might as well have run over to the Taco Bell. Why not? Grab a taco and then
No,
back.
that is way further. That's like 4 miles
That's
for
why. That's
tacos.
the problem. Might be worth it. Next thing I know, you're gonna tell me you burned a bunch of calories riding an e-bike to Taco Bell.
Maybe. You never know.
Never know. You can
But I'm
tell.
not kidding. I got like, wrestling. See, I would eat whatever I wanted and I would not run a foot
Yeah,
across over the summer, and I would hit wrestling season and just be able to get right back into the swing. I think I got like 4 feet and I couldn't do it anymore. I was
running's not fun. And I'm just keep hearing about people that are doing this SOS race around here. It's like 18 miles of running and then like 2 miles of swimming and like 60 miles of bike riding in like 5 hours. And I'm like, nope, not interested in that at all. I
that
would
sounds awful actually.
like if I had to be forced to do that or eat like really well, I'd eat really well. Like if I had to. I am choosing the path that I'm going to die young, and that's it. And I'm fine. I'm not going to do the exercise or the diet. I am, though, going to tell you, I've only had that one real drinking night, one night out of like the last 5 or 6 weeks. Like I haven't been drinking. I think I deserve a chip. And speaking of drinking, I listened to two audiobooks back to back. Charlie Sheen, Matthew Perry. Two guys that I would not want to have to drink against. My goodness, these guys could party. Well, Matthew Perry was more of like, he'll admit that he liked his vodka and tonic, but he was more of a home drinker and then he got into like the pain pills. Charlie, on the other hand, nothing off limits for what that man would do.
No. Did you watch his
I
his
watched special
show?
and I listened to a 9 hour audiobook of his entire life. I feel like I know Charlie now.
Yeah, no,
Like out of the
he's
two, I
something.
probably would have liked Matthew. I could have hung out with Matthew Perry more because Charlie seemed like really difficult to keep up with just by listening.
Did we did we talk about the
That Netflix
documentary
lady,
that's on Netflix?
the mother.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it and saw it, and she said it was like the most disturbing thing that she's ever seen.
Do you know what it is?
I know that her mother was the one catfishing her and saying disgusting things.
Yeah.
I can't imagine a world where I could ever think about doing that.
And then she's trying to justify it, saying like she just wanted her to love her. So she was like, "Kill yourself." Oh, I love that you're confiding in me. Who does that?
I watched another catfish special on Netflix about this lady in, I think she was in London. She was being catfished for 10 years about this guy. And then he said that he was like getting sent to United States. He was going to New York and he was in witness protection program. Still wanted to talk to her. She wanted to talk on the phone, and then he made up that he had a stroke, couldn't talk anymore, and it was a 10-year relationship about like, we should get married. I'm in love with you. When I get back from witness protection, I want to get married. And then it's like, oh, well, I got the other girl pregnant right before I left, and now I have a baby, and I'm really sorry. We should pick out clothes together and then mailing clothes. So one day the woman just goes to the guy's house and it's like, enough's enough, like we're in love. And the guy's like, I've never seen you before in my life. Turns out it was her first cousin was doing it for 10 years and not only like made a profile of him, made a profile of his brother, his best friend, another friend, and was communicating with her through all these fake profiles of these people and have carrying on this whole conversation for all these years, and to the point where she made the woman, her cousin, stay on the phone overnight because she wanted to have somebody to like talk to while they were laying in bed together. So every night for like 3 years she just kept the phone off thinking she was talking to the man that she was in love with, and the whole time it was her younger cousin.
Why? Why did he say
They
why
asked
he
her
did
why.
it?
It was a woman. It was a girl.
Oh, it was weirder.
No, I've and me and Ann are watching her. We're like, we don't understand where the catfish part's coming from. And she was like, yeah, I ran into him. It was like shortly after we had just, started talking on. He reached out to me on Facebook. I saw him at a bar, and I went up to him, and he just like didn't really act like he knew me. But I was like, maybe he's just shy. I hadn't act like he didn't know her. Had no clue who she was. So here's this lady showing up, and the woman like thought everything out. She already saw a picture with the baby in the clothes and then said, let's pick out clothes together. How do you like this outfit? And then 2 weeks later said, oh, he loves the clothes you picked out for him. But the baby was already wearing all of the stuff. And she was like, she thought she was buying clothes for this baby. She wasn't. The clothes were already like she was like manipulating this whole like thing, and she was thinking she was basically the stepmother of this kid. And then she would write as the guy saying like, I don't really like her, her anymore. I want to be with you. So when she shows up to the house, she was like, I'm basically the stepmother to this baby. And the guy's like, are you insane? Like, who are you? And she was like, are you kidding me? You've been leading me on for years, and how are you talking now after the stroke? And this guy's like, dude, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna call the cops. Could you
That
imagine
is so.
somebody showed up to your
Why?
house and they were like, Jason, what are you doing? And you're like, what do you mean? And they're like,
Yeah.
don't know me? And it's been going on for years. Yeah. It was crazy.
Why? Like, I want to know why.
I don't know if they ever figured it out, but she pressed charges and it got sad because at this point, after 10 years, she was 43 and she was planning on having like a baby. And now she's like sad that she's over her window because she had waited all this time for one guy that she thought was in love with her. And it turns out that this never even existed. So it was,
That's so bizarre.
you know what else is bizarre? Karen Philly fan. Have we talked about that? Because I'm not sure. You saw the lady, the Philadelphia Phillies game.
Oh, yeah.
Now, who knows? I guess I heard that maybe the guy took the ball out of her glove. I think all's fair in baseball, trying to get a foul ball in the seats. I
She
don't
did
really,
not have that in her glove.
I
There's
didn't,
no way.
I didn't see it. I mean, the kid made out because he got a signed bat by the guy, Harrison
Oh,
Bader.
yeah.
He got an RV. I think he gets to go back to a playoff game. I mean, he made out in the whole thing.
Made the right call.
He made the right call. But how do you make that call? Because I can tell you, if a woman's that close to my face, screaming at me while my kid's there, telling me to give her the ball, I might take it and throw it right into the infield, right into the field of play. Go fetch or
I
something.
probably would do. I
I
would
don't
do
know.
something because I don't think I'm giving it back because I've very quick rage.
Oh yeah.
I get mad really fast, but then I'm kind of like, oh, that was
Oh yeah.
crazy.
I honestly, I always do that with my kids. I get really mad and then 5 minutes later I'm like ready to make up, but I think
Yeah.
I'm done at that point because I do
I don't
feel
know.
like
I've ever been mad at anything for more than like these people who are mad at people for years. I've never seen that. I've never felt that.
I don't hold the grudge. I even when I get mad and I think that guy's dead to me. If they come back to me in 10 minutes, I'm fine. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever, bud. Let's hug it out.
That guy's dead to me.
Yeah, like I'll think it for a second, like, yep, that's it. I'll never talk to him again. I don't want to see him again. I don't want to do. Then I calm down for a couple minutes and then I'm just like, all right, yeah, let's hug it out. We're good.
Yeah. Once I calm down, I'm chilling.
Yeah, we can move by this. They're yelling upstairs. Told them. I said, going downstairs, gonna film an award-winning podcast. I mean, I'm gonna have to make the award, give it to us, but still an award. I don't know what they're yelling about. Can I say though that I was wrong about Sabrina Carpenter because at first didn't really want to like her music, but now I love her music. I'm in love with it. Everything Sabrina.
She got some good songs. She's definitely got some good songs. I don't think there's anything to like dislike about her.
No, I didn't dislike her. I didn't want to know. I didn't want to listen to another Disney star come out. I didn't think she was gonna stick around. First couple songs, and I get espresso, and then I get on. And now I'm thinking how much I'd really like to go to a concert of hers. So I think I made a full circle. I don't know that there's much, call for, aging men there at the Sabrina Carpenter's concert.
Yeah,
I
I
do.
think you also have your range of children who you would bring is also might be a little young for her too.
Yeah, a little young for Adam Sandler too. Dirty,
That's what I heard.
dirty. It was crazy, and they were all dirty.
But yeah,
Joke
she's
started off.
Sabrina Carpenter does a very sexual performance, I think.
Well, I can't just go by myself, so I'd have to bring
That
it.
would be a little strange. You
Uh,
would get some looks.
I'd get a couple looks. I have to pretend I was like talking to the person in the seat next to me, like we were, buying them drinks all night, just so.
You hand you hand like the 16-year-old next to you like $100 and be like, just pretend you're my daughter, please. Oh, I just wanted to hear some music.
I mean, I think if you offer offer a 60-year-old girl $100 to pretend anything, I might be getting arrested that night. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, anyway,
If
I don't think I'm gonna
hold
do.
on, we didn't do it last week. Football's back.
I'm not getting off yet. I was looking for some. Oh yeah, football's back. Let's do it.
Football is back.
All
We
right.
didn't do last week.
Why don't you take the
We
Dolphins?
missed week two.
Take the
We
Dolphins.
missed week one.
I'll take the Bills. You take the Dolphins. I think it's fair. I don't say.
That's not the game of the week. What are we talking about? You
I
can't pick a game of the week that's happening right now.
It's true.
I think our game of the week should be the one on Monday night, Lions versus Ravens, because the other matchups aren't that crazy.
Pick one this week? Actually, it's your game every week, every other week. You pick the game and you get first pick. That's fair.
All right.
Where it's so obvious, and then I have no shot. But this is a very evenly matched
Well,
game.
that's why I wanted to pick one that was close, because like Chiefs Giants, like what do you think's gonna happen? Like
Where are they playing that game? The Lions game.
I could look. Where the fuck does it tell? Ah, said it.
Only two.
Said it.
We're good.
That was two.
I don't know. Maybe it was one. I think they're playing in Baltimore. Baltimore is on the bottom. I think they're.
Ravens.
I think you're going to take the team that I want, but let's see. I
I don't know. Am I?
think so.
Detroit at Baltimore. Yep. I'm taking the Ravens.
I knew it. All right. I think I should get some points though.
No, we're not doing that anymore. You you try to do these things. We're not.
I'm a degenerate gambler. Of course, I want to try to even the playing field. All right, fair enough. I'll do it. I was
It's not. It's not that crazy for the Lions to win.
I was thinking today only because my daughter is a big Christmas fan. Her birthday's in December, so she's already starting to decorate her room for Christmas. I thought a top three countdown of our three favorite Christmas songs might be fun. What is
Have
your
we not done that?
Yeah, but you know what? This is all new, bud. You know, because we did that at Christmas. I've got to go ahead and delete about 65% of everything we've ever done. So apparently 47-year-olds talking about certain obsessions are not good for advertisers. So got to change it up a little bit.
I don't think they. It kind of makes sense. I don't want to put their name on on such content.
You know, I reached out to Blue Chew. They weren't really a fan at the time either. But
We should have. That should have been red flag. That should have been a big old red flag.
actually,
Even Blue Chew.
because we're new, we're gonna be doing this new. You're right. I'll save that for Christmas time. But they're really going at it upstairs, really arguing, really stomping their feet, making as much noise as they possibly can. I really love it, and I can't wait to get upstairs and talk to them about it. Just say, "Hey, hey, gang," because you know that's how I talk. I go upstairs and it's the new me. I'll go, "Hey, gang." Do you think possibly next time when I asked you to be quiet, you could stop making such a racket? Thank you much. Signed.
I think you have a better chance at doing a lot of things than having three children stay quiet before bed.
Yeah, it's the wife too. She's really got a talking to coming to her as well because I could I could hear her voice up there. All right, so I asked ChatGPT just some fun and light conversation starters, and one of the things I thought was pretty interesting. What is your idea of a fun date that does not cost a lot of money? So let's say you had a $50 budget, you were going to take Emma someplace. What would you do?
Um, I have to go somewhere.
Hmm. You're going to order food in?
Yeah, why not? I could go to the grocery store.
Happy
I
would
could go to the grocery store, buy
yeah,
ingredients to make the dinner, buy a movie on some streaming source, and still be under budget.
under 50.
Yeah.
But then you have to cook and then you have to clean. That's the part of like I I
You only have $50. What could you possibly do for
I
fifty
got a
dollars for two?
50 spot and you're thinking about eating and I'm thinking about entertainment. I'm thinking for 50 bucks on a date, I can go to a movie. That's covering
I
with
got I got dinner and a movie for $50.
yeah, but you have to cook and you have to clean it.
You have to do things that
You had
you
to go to
when
the
you
store, you had to get the goods, you had to cook the goods, you had to clean the goods, you had to hope that she liked the food that you cooked. I'm not saying that she's not going to. I'm just saying I can't cook. Every time I do, nobody.
I'm telling you,
Or would you?
here's the thing. You haven't been college age in a long time. You don't remember what it's like to legitimately have to do a date night with
Yeah.
$50.
Yeah. Oh, I get it. I used to do date nights and try to pull it under 15 because that's all I had to my name.
Yeah.
In fact, the first time I took your aunt, my wife, on a date, I had a 20 spot in my pocket. She wanted to go to this trendy joint, and she's talking about ordering apps and a wine. And then they're like, "What would you like, sir?" And I'm like, I'm pretty full, so just a cup of water. And I was pretty hungry, and I definitely didn't have enough to cover it. So I had to like play it off, like, "Oh yeah, like." I'm not, I'm not gonna I don't have enough. Like it's just I don't have a car. This is all I got. The 20. That's it. So it was pretty embarrassing. And then
Oh God.
yeah, no, it wasn't good. There was a lot of red flags there for her to see. Well, she should have ran.
Still, nothing in my life will make me laugh more than the story of the captain got the last laugh. That's my all-time favorite I've ever heard.
Well, I mean, it's really a funny story, and the reason for having Captain Crunch on a road trip. First off, I was too afraid to fly at that point. Second off, I couldn't afford to eat out, so I went to Walmart, bought a bunch of snacks for a 24-hour drive, and I would stop off at different places and pour myself a bowl of cereal. And yeah, and then we were driving past her exit and I go, it's fine after 7 days together. She was done with the old spark dog, but I was like, listen, you don't have to drive the extra 30 miles to take me home. I'll just stay over your house. She was like, nah, it's good. She was probably thinking about pulling the plug at that point on the whole thing. And she dropped me off at home, and I went to go get all my stuff out, and the Captain Crunch box ripped open and spilled all over the floor. I tried to scoop her up and clean it. She wanted me out so bad that she said, "Just leave it. I'll get to it tomorrow." And then I said, "Looks like the captain got the last laugh." And she did not laugh. I then walked inside and thought that might be the last time I ever see her. But here we are, three kids and still madly in love with each other. So that's it. That's the story about that.
You can you start buying her a box of Captain Crunch on every anniversary because
Yeah. And
that is
she
I
doesn't
love that
like
story.
Captain Crunch, and everything that I bought for that trip, she didn't like it. It was before I started drinking diet soda. I was like guzzling just regular Coke cans the whole trip. I think I even made her drive a couple times, which she definitely didn't like. Yeah, there was a lot. There was a lot going on with that trip. I had very little money, very little. I know I
Get
overdraft
to it in the morning.
yeah, I overdrafted the old account trying to fill up one tank of gas. And that one $25 tank wound up costing me about $75. But I wanted to put my end in. I had some cash that I was gonna use for dinner. She had just gotten a bunch of money for graduation. I was gonna use it for dinner, like whatever. I spent that at the dog track, betting on the greyhounds. Thought I could turn my luck around. So the only money I had to my name, I spent at the dog track.
Is
And
it really a dog track?
oh yeah, really, really bet the greyhounds. It's only because I couldn't find a horse track. I thought I could turn the little bit I had into a better trip. So anyway, I did pay for the hotel beforehand. I'm pretty sure my sister got it, but it was it was not an, like right now everything that I do is like I try to be like really like I don't stay at hotels that aren't really nice and I don't sit in nice seats. That wasn't the case then. This was definitely a motel. So when we pulled up, she was clearly disgusted. And she's
It
not
was,
much of like a She's not much of like a talker, and I talked the entire time. It was like the Heartbreak Kid, where she was just like really shaking her head a lot and probably questioning life. Like, why the hell? I've only known the guy for 5 weeks. Why am I driving from New York to Florida in a cabriolet convertible where you can't get
oh
away?
my God.
And
It's
I was
so
calling
funny.
my sister every state. Hey, just passed into Virginia. Thought I'd let you know. All right, talk to you later. And every time I do it, I just see the look of disgust in her face. Like she didn't like anything about me. So I really did think that that was the end of her when I got back. But, you know, needless to say, that was 2004. And if you look at,
I was only 2 years old.
yeah, hell yeah. Things have changed. Things have changed.
Have they?
Yes.
You two pretty cool. You two are pretty chill on a long drive.
Oh no. But now we have the kids to yell at. No, I mean, to be together that long, you have to know all the rules about certain people, right? Like, I know for a fact that every morning that I wake up, if I wake up the same time as my wife or slightly before, which very rarely happens because she usually wakes up early, but let's say that on the rare day we do, I can't talk to her for a good 25, 30 minutes, like nothing. She will not respond. She will not talk. And after a while, she will tell me, like, I'm not ready to talk to you. I'm immediately ready to talk. I wake up, I want to tell people about my dreams. I want to tell people how I slept. I immediately want to start talking about my day, not her. So I started to do this thing every morning when I wake up and then she's sitting in her chair where I don't say anything. I just salute her. I go, and then I walk over and I get my coffee. And I think it's fitting because she is the captain of the ship. She is the one that tells me where we're going and what we're doing. And I've been on autopilot for 24 years. But she loves the autopilot. She loves to be in control until it's convenient to throw it in my face that I don't ever know what's going on or make any plans. But I can't make any plans because I could say to her, "What do you want to eat? I don't care. What do you want to eat? I don't care." I say, "Let's get Chinese food." I don't want Chinese food. Well, then clearly you do care. Then you should just tell me from the start what it is that you want. Then I'll tell you what I want. Somehow we meet in the middle. But she doesn't do
I
that.
actually saw a good system for that.
Yeah. Every other time?
No. So you go like if you're between two options,
Mm,
you go, let's say you want barbecue, like brisket and sushi.
mm,
So you'd say like I'm 90 sushi, 10 barbecue.
mm.
And if she said like, well, I'm only 50 barbecue,
Uh,
you know,
yeah.
because she might want the barbecue more, but she doesn't
Mm,
want sushi as much as you don't want
yeah. I get what you're saying.
barbecue.
But the thing is, like, at least you're willing to try new things. You tried sushi. You said you liked some of it you didn't like.
It was
Anthony
all right.
she's never tried sushi. She won't do it. She tells me she has a shellfish allergy. She never had it before. Out of nowhere, she's got it amazingly, and now we can't.
Oh,
Now
my
she doesn't.
computer gonna die soon.
Okay. Well, Peter's gonna die soon. I think that we should hit the road. I will
I
say,
do have one thing I want to say though.
uh,
There's this like event planner that travels around the country. It's a 2000s party. So basically, they're coming to Albany tomorrow.
really,
We got tickets to go. Basically, it's like going to the club in like 2007.
mm, I was still doing
And
that.
that's just the experience, basically. It's all the music you're gonna hear from then. Just get
2007 specifically,
no, I'm just saying like like it's 2000s, like so.
yeah, early 2000s.
Yeah, so like well
Pretty
just
good.
the 2000s because it's not 2010s, it's just
Yeah,
2000 to 2009.
some good music right there.
Yeah, I'm excited. Emma's coming up. It's 18 plus, so we're chilling.
Oh my goodness. Is there
She
alcohol?
yeah, you I'm assuming we're gonna get like a wristband if you're able to drink.
Real quick, I got a funny story to tell before your computer dies, so I'll tell it really fast because I can talk really fast like an auctioneer, and I cannot. But I will say, I'm having I'm driving with my son, and he says, "Daddy, do you think I'm gonna get divorced?" And I said, "I don't know, bud. Why?" And he goes, "Well, I'm just thinking one day I'm probably gonna go to a strip club when I'm 18, and then I'm gonna kiss her, and then I'm gonna fall in love with her, and then she's gonna tell me that she's not gonna dance for anybody else." But then she's gonna lie to me, and then and then I'm gonna get upset, and then I'm gonna divorce her. And then I'll probably after that, then I'll marry somebody that I really love. And I said, by the time you're 18, I'm sure that you're going to be fine. And he goes, yeah, but I do like big boobs. And I said, yeah, but they're probably saggy. And so then at that, I started thinking like, I got to get out of this conversation because I'm already saying too much. But so he's got this whole plan that that's what he's going to do. And I said, that's not the way that the world needs to go. Like, you don't need to go to a strip club because he was like, I got to be 21 to go. And stupidly, I was like, well, actually 18 if you're not drinking. So now he's got in his head that on his 18th birthday, we've got to go to the strip club together, which I told him, I'm like, I mean, I'll do it. I'm not opposed to the plan, but anyway, that's what he thinks he's going to do. He believes that he's going to marry a stripper.
Fact that at 10 years old, he's planning on getting with, I already know I'm gonna get with the stripper just because, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. I'm gonna
But
fall.
then she's gonna do her thing again, and I can't handle that.
Can't handle that.
Send her down the road, then I marry the right one.
Exactly right. He's got a plan. So then he'll marry the right. He'll have kids when he's like 30, he said. I said, I love the plan. Maybe, maybe you don't need to fall in love with the first stripper you meet. Maybe the second one. See how it goes. But Jason Harding, before your computer dies, please tell these fine folks where they could listen if they're on the road traveling.
Absolutely. If you want to hear us, there's iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, um, Apple Podcasts. If you want to look us up, I really screwed this one up. It's bad. It's really, really, really bad. If you want to look us up, halfway to middle age on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. If you can't find us, it's because you're not looking.
Oh man, you're out of touch, my man. You nailed it the last 10, but that one, but I think we nailed this episode. Very little cursing. It's the new us, it's the new me, it's the new you, and we be out. See you guys.
Yeah, y'all ball. Yeah, Yo, it's Uncle Vernmo, the OG in the game. Halfway to middle age, still spitting the flame. Wrinkles on the mic, but the flow don't fade. Life's a mixtape, I'm the track that's played. J-Bone, Nephew, young blood with the bounce. Repping the fam, stacking wisdom by the ounce. Half